Quizlet is a great online vocabulary resource for both students and teachers. Students can independently study vocabulary words given in class by creating virtual flashcards. They are then able to practice these words in a variety of ways. Teachers are also able to create their own vocabulary sets for their students to help them practice at home or in class. Quizlet is a free resource that includes learning games, virtual flashcards, tests, and quizzes. There are various uses both inside and outside the classroom. Quizlet has been proven to increase students' vocabulary significantly, which in turn increases their reading ability, promoting higher student achievement. Quizlet is fun and useful for students of all ages and across content areas. The founder of Quizlet is Andrew Sutherland. He founded the website when he was 15 while he was trying to find a better way to study for his French test. Since then, the website has expanded and now has users from all around the world. Sutherland created a user-friendly resource that expanded from students only to teachers. It has several different functions. Students can familiarize, learn, and test depending on ability level and familiarity with the content. There are also educational games and races to make learning the vocabulary fun and engaging. There is even a listening function so students can hear words and definitions out loud. Students can create virtual flashcards that even look like the real thing. With the Learn function, students are able to guess at words, and the website tracks what they get wrong so they can go back and focus only on the words they have missed. The Test function generates multiple choice, fill in the blank, and true-false questions. Quizlet is incredibly user-friendly. To create a new set, simply press the plus icon on your screen and this box will come up. Enter the name of your study set and begin typing your terms and definitions below. Quizlet provides suggested definitions and even allows the user to create sets in other languages. This is an example of a completed flashcard. The user is able to see both the word and definition, just the definition or just the word. These flashcards can be used simply as traditional flashcards by flipping them over to reveal the answer or using the test, learn, or game functions. This screenshot displays the Learn function. In this case, the student is translating a word into English. However, they could also have a definition and write the word in a blank or vice versa. On the left, there is a count of how many words a student has gotten right and wrong. At the end, the students can see this data broken down for them. This screenshot displays the test function of the website. As you can see, there are several different formats for the questions, including fill in the blank, true-false, multiple choice, and matching. The student can choose if they would like all of these kinds of questions or only selected types, for example, just multiple choice and true-false. At the end of any of the games or tests, students get a report with data that looks like some variation of this screenshot. This informs them which words they repeatedly got wrong or right. Then they have the option to study just those words without deleting the others from the set. There is also a Quizlet app for students' phones. This allows them to practice vocabulary on the go. The app is great for studying on the bus or anywhere without access to a computer. Furthermore, students could use Quizlet in class on their own devices if the teacher has made a class quiz. Students are able to do everything on the app they can do on their computer. There are tabs for classes, personal sets, and folders to keep sets for a unit or different vocabulary categories. It is very user-friendly and convenient for our students to use anywhere at any time. Students can also share sets via social media, as you can see from this screenshot. Students can easily share their sets with one another via Facebook, Twitter, etc. This is an easy way for students to collaborate and help one another on websites that they are already familiar with. Quizlet is a great resource for teachers to use. Teachers can create classrooms with class sets for different vocabulary units. It is an easy way to assess how students are doing with different types of vocabulary and at different points in the unit. They can create class sets simply as a resource for students or use the sets to create quizzes to assess understanding. This screenshot displays how Quizlet can be used as a classroom resource. The red arrow points to the tab to join or create a class. Here, a teacher can create a class Quizlet or students can join one already created by a teacher. Teachers can also create different folders for their different units so it is easily accessible to students. When students are assigned an activity on Quizlet, the teacher can see who has completed the activity and how well they did, as can be seen in this screenshot. Because there are several different functions of Quizlet, it could be used as a pre-assessment, post-assessment, or even as practice during a unit. Quizlet is truly useful across content areas. Here is an example of a math flashcard. Students can study different equations, types of graphs, and more using Quizlet. In any subject, it is absolutely critical to have a base knowledge of the vocabulary that is important in that content area. This is an example of a science flashcard. Again, Quizlet is useful across content areas. This flashcard shows that you can also include pictures in your set to help you study, which may be incredibly helpful for students who are visual learners and also for certain content areas. Quizlet is also a great resource for ELL students or any student studying a second language. Not only is it necessary to learn the vocabulary in these situations, but the audio function is also extremely helpful. Students are able to hear both words and definitions, which reinforces understanding. Quizlet is a great resource for teachers and students alike, and it is continuing to improve as the educational paradigm changes. Quizlet is developing a game which promotes higher-level thinking skills by asking students to generate their own sentences. Until this update arrives, however, it is still a great resource for teachers and students.